everybody, this is Sherry, and I just wanted to show you a quick card that I made. There's one thing about this that is a little different from the standard A2 size card, is that this is 4 inches across instead of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's still 5 1/2 in the length, but it's only 4 inches across because I wanted to use this right here, and that's the length of the die. So I cut my card down to 4 inches, and I'll tell you everything I used in just one second, but I wanted to explain why I did that. The little girl here is Devine Tilda. It's a Magnolia stamp, of course, and I got her from Art Attack Supply, and I colored her up with my Copics, and I put little white dots in her eyes with my white Jelly Roll pen. The background here was the fence, and the grass here come from the Doohickey Volume 6, which I'm pretty sure it's Volume 6, from Art Attack Supply again. Yes, I love Traci's store. I stock Traci's store. She gets in the best stuff. And then the flowers down here that I put in, because I didn't want it, you could see the little bits of grass, but I wanted it to have a little pop of color down there, are from the fruit tree die. It's a Doohickey fruit tree die that Traci also has in her store, and it comes with little flowers, and it comes with apples, pears, and cherries, I believe. So I cut out some flowers with some scraps, and these were teeny weeny. I mean, they're so small. They're just the perfect size as far as fitting, you know, the size of the doll. They're proportionate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I inked the grass down here with Tim Holtz Bundled Sage, and I used walnut stain for the fence, and then I put little Stampin' Up! Pearls right here that go inside each one of, because each of the flowers had a little hole in the center, and I really didn't want the green to show through, so I put a little tiny pearl. Then I used my Fiskars Cloud Punch up here, and I inked it with Tumbled Glass. And so that was real simple, and I'll zoom you in here so you can get a better look at Tilda and the flowers. Y'all know what the clouds look like. But this is one of the dies, and I just love it. And it actually all comes as one piece, but I cut it out in brown, and then I cut it out in green, and then just cut the fence part off and lined it up. So it worked out great, with the exception that it's only 4 inches wide. And these are made, I think, in Sweden. So, you know, their card sizes are different from ours, so maybe that's why it's only 4 inches instead of 4 1/4. And I mean, I guess I could have probably followed out the green a little more and just freehanded a few little pieces of grass and made it 4 1/4 easy enough if I wanted to. So, and maybe I'll do that the next time. And then I also used my Jelly Roll pen here on my dress to fill in the little white dots that were on it. And then I'll get you just even a little closer, because those pearls are tiny. And there's the little teeny weeny, and I mean they're tiny, Stampin' Up! Pearls. So, and I added, see, there was holes in the die, and I didn't want to see the blue. So I just cut a piece of paper to go behind here so that anywhere where the holes was, you saw additional green. And so that was it. I mean, it was real simple. Everything, with the exception of the Cloud Punch, I believe that you can get at Traci's store, which is Art Attack Supply. And I will put a link in the description box below so that you can go check out her store. I know she was getting in the graphic 45 stuff, and I believe, I'm not completely sure, but I believe for the next week, she will have her Copics on sale. I think it's the chows that she has for like $3 and something. So if you're interested in purchasing Copics, you know, now would be definitely a good time to start your collection, because that's an awesome price. You're not going to find them any cheaper than what Traci's offering them at her store. So I hope you like this. And then the inside is just a Bible, a scripture verse. The lady wanted a scripture verse in it, and she didn't specify. It's for her grandmother. So I used what was my favorite, one of my favorite verses, which is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And I just have faith that God is gonna see me through, and he's, you know, if I am living in his will, which I hope and pray that I do, and I am. I mean, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, you know, but I try to live in the Lord's will and do what he wants me to do. And, you know, there's been some bumps in the road. Things have not been easy. But I know that at no point in this journey am I alone, because God is always with me. So I hope you guys like this, and I appreciate you coming and visiting me today. Thanks for visiting me, and happy crafting. Bye.